But we're here. We finally got here. Took us a little while. We're in the semifinals. It's a TVT. And spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Golden Aura, we have Beyond, the Shopify Rebellion. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner, newly minted Cloud9 StarCraft player. It's Gumiho. I love both these players so much. TVT between them should be very entertaining. Gumiho's going to start out with a nice, solid in-base 2 racks. We saw Beyond earlier in a TVT just absolutely dominate with Reapers. I mean, it was an insanely dominating series. Beyond has looked very strong today. His series against Classic, too, he looked incredibly powerful. His early game micro has been really sick, which I know isn't like a new thing for Beyond, but I feel like there are some days where he's really on point with it. Today has been one of those days. So we'll see how Gumiho's feeling about some of that early game micro action, because there certainly can be some spicy stuff in TVT early games. Gumiho scouts what he's up against. It is a very normal opening from Beyond so far. I feel like both of these players are... they're not afraid to play TVT in like the objectively wrong way if they feel like that's the better way for this particular game or this situation. Neither of them are afraid to skip Ravens, which a lot of Terran players are like, no, you got to build those every single game. And they do build them every single game, and they're good. And then Gumiho will just be like, nah, no. Gumiho versus Oliveira from this past KSL was like weird. Like a weird TVT. A lot of tank Viking going on. Gumiho went full mech in one of those games, and it'd be cool to see him pull that out here. Probably not going to pull that out off of the back of the 2 racks Reaper opening. But it looks like a little Reaper action went down here. Gumiho winning the Reaper micro battle against Beyond. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Beyond. CC is getting hit. However, Big Daddy Cyclone is out and is going to push the Reapers away. I think the Reapers can outspeed the Cyclone. So Gumiho is going to try to stick around. Gets the kill on the SCV. Both those Reapers do go down. This one gets splatted on the cliff. So Beyond holds. He does lose a worker and 2 Reapers for it, but you know what? Beyond actually trades better, technically. I think the big thing there is that Gumiho's CC is done quite a bit sooner, so he should be able to get more workers out. But all things considered, this is a fairly even game. Gumiho's starport is quite a bit later, though, so Beyond going to try to take advantage of that, get a quick medevac out, and maybe go for a double Cyclone drop. Something we saw him use very effectively earlier against Classic. Excuse me, bumping my microphone. Gumiho trying to get some siege tanks out. Well, the double Cyclone can still be super dangerous. Could try to go for some lock-ons to the SCVs. Picking off Marines. We'll see what Beyond decides to go for as he drops in here. Looks like Marines are going to be the first targets. The tank on the low ground trying to come up and help out. But now the SCV is getting targeted down. Good catch there, though. The SCVs get the surround. One of those Cyclones goes down. The Viking is out now. And Beyond's just going to have to leave. I think he might have stayed too long, though. Beyond's going to lose this. And down it all goes. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, all right, he gets it. I was like, if that medevac gets out of there after dropping the Cyclone, feels so bad. We're going down. Get out. Cyclone drops out and dies. And medevac just, like, boosts away. Well, Beyond's drop doesn't get as much done as I'd expected it to. Kills a few SCVs and a few Marines. Beyond is ahead in the army supply by quite a bit, but Gumiho He was quicker to those tanks, right? So he should be ahead a siege tank right now, or at least part of one, but he's not building a third one, so I guess it doesn't matter at the end of the day too much. Third CC is on the way for both players. Gumiho going to be faster to the 1-1, actually quite a bit quicker to the 1-1. Byun just now dropping down his extra barracks. I think it was a Banshee. I think it was a Banshee. I would go back and look, but I don't want to miss the lobby for the next game. Well, that caught me completely off guard, and I think it caught Gumiho completely off guard. And he just decided to tap out. I was actually just going to start talking about how I think Gumiho's in a better position. I'm really surprised he tapped out there. Like, the worker count was pretty much even, right? Gumiho had better production, though, because he was on 2 racks. His 1-1 was... Byun didn't even have engineering bays, so as the game would get longer and longer, Gumiho's Marines were going to be much stronger. He doesn't have all that information, though. I feel like Gumiho tapped out early there. I'm a little surprised by that. That doesn't strike me as a Gumiho thing to do, but maybe he just thought way too much was going to die before he would be able to stabilize. In any case, game 1 ends, and we are into game 2. Up 1-0, it is Byun, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Hecate. His opponent in the lower left, in the red, it's Gumiho. And as we get into game 2 here, I'd like to send a friendly reminder to everybody out there to check out the Twitch channel, give it a follow. Check out the YouTube channel, give it a subscribe. And if you want to even do extra, you can check out the Twitch channel and give it a subscribe. That one costs $5 though, or $6 if you're on your phone. Fun fact: don't subscribe on the mobile app. It costs an extra $1. If you're gonna subscribe on your phone, go to, like, open your browser and go to the actual Twitch site. Just saying. Send your seat info for Atlanta. Oh, damn diggity. Did I not send it in that screenshot earlier? I'll go find it. Stoked to be going to Atlanta. DreamHack Atlanta. Was really considering going to Katowice. I don't know if I can quite pull that off. Oh, I don't have a seat. I don't have a seat. I'm too cheap. I bought the cheap tickets. All right. Now that that's sorted. Now that we've discovered streamers cheap, Gumiho's going to dive in here with the Reaper. He's going to be able to get a kill. Yeah. Byun will be able to kill that SCV, though, and chase away Gumiho's Reaper. Gumiho with a very quick Cyclone follow-up as well. Might try to push across the map, but Byun holding on. Second Reaper is out. Gumiho got to be careful not to get his separated Reapers up in here. And yeah, he's going to lose one. Second one will be able to get up into the main base, but it's going to run directly into a Cyclone. And this has become a fantastic opening for Byun. Oh, he's going to land on the reactor as well. Byun getting a little spicy here. Okay, double Cyclone production. Gumiho sticking with single Cyclone and double Marine production. But Beyond's going to have a very powerful little pressure across the map here. Well, he should be up a cyclone. Gumio trying to get into his second racks and a starport off the back of this. Beyond just building cyclones. Starts up a fourth and a fifth cyclone. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Let's see if Gumio has what it takes to hold on. He's trying to get a siege tank out now. Siege tank could help him. But I don't know. The lack of micro ability of the siege tank could be a problem. Beyond's coming across. He's got 2 cyclones in the medevac. He's going to have 3 cyclones and 2 reapers. He might try to use those to hit the main base. Gumio's thinking about this drop. He's got his units kind of in between, and he is going to be able to get up here and should be able to stop this drop completely. In fact, pushing it away, doing a lot of damage to this medevac as it retreats. And that is early enough where it's going to give him time to get back down here to deal with this push at the front. And you know what? That looked really dicey, but I actually think Gumio's fine. Cyclones get the lock on, but the Marines should be able to kind of push them away from the tank long enough for it to get sieged up. The drop is still up in the corner. Wouldn't hate to see a Viking come out of Gumio. Oh, those Cyclones left just before this medevac. Would have been going right in range of them. Beyond finds a little bit of damage, but overall the trade's not too significant. You know what I mean? Just some Marines, really. But now Gumio's pushing across with his 2 Cyclones, and he's going to find a completely empty base. Where is Beyond's anything? He's got everything on the other side of the map, and Gumio just gets in here to the mineral line. The natural not able to mine. He's going to keep dropping now up in the main base, but Beyond's going to dive in on the other side of the map. He's got a Raven here, but I don't think he has an auto turret available. And this tank is just doing all the damage. It's killing all of the Cyclones. GG. Beyond trying to be cheeky with it, but the Cyclones on the other side of the map were killing every single SCV. And the tank back at home, holding. GG gets us to a game number 3. You'll love to see it. Spiffy B, you got back into Masters. Congratulations. Congratulations. My one regret from my time playing StarCraft is that I never got into Masters. And I don't think it'll ever happen. I don't think I have the time to commit to get into Masters. And I do not have the skill. So I need to commit the time. All right, we're going to get into game 3. We're going to Site Delta. Players are bantering and laughing about something. I don't know what it is, but I always appreciate when the players are just laughing. We like our players in a good mood. Well, let's hop in to game number 3. We're in Site Delta, spawning in the lower right-hand corner. We have the Blue Terran. It is Cloud9's Gumio. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner for the Shopify Rebellion. It is Beyond. No proxies. I was kind of expecting at least one of these games to be a proxy 2 racks, but no proxies to be found. Gumio is just going to build the 2 racks back at home, though. He's like, big brain. Then I don't have to fly them back home. Think about it. He opened up game one with the 2 racks like this. Didn't end up working particularly well for him. Although, I mean, I still feel like he was okay in game one. I don't know if I missed something on the other side of the map. I'm like so confused about the ending of game one. I really, every now and then I miss something crucial. It's usually not the end of the game though. I guess it must have been a cloaked Banshee that Beyond went for off the back of the opening, and Gumiho just like didn't have a scan. Maybe Gumiho thought he was further behind than he was though, because I really feel like he could have stuck that game out. So I don't know. I feel like the 2 racks opener did kind of work for him. And maybe he saw that. Maybe he left that game and was like, "Oh man, I could have stayed in this actually. I was kind of okay." And decided, let's just do it again. Let's pull it back. I like this build on this map. We're going to go for it. Try to put on some Reaper pressure. Beyond, I think, recognizing that this is a possibility. I don't know if he saw. I mean, there's nothing really to see just yet, but he's getting Marines after this Reaper, so he's potentially expecting Gumiho to do this kind of build. And Gumiho's going to get in here and drop a bunker. Oh, that's annoying. It's a Cyclone on the way for Beyond, though. He's pulling down SCVs. I like this move from Beyond. Reaper gets bopped up. Nice Reaper micro here from Gumiho. Third Reaper going to show up. The Marines trying to get the kills. Gumiho got a micro on 2 fronts here. And he's doing a great job. The SCV is not too scary. But Gumiho did lose his SCV building that bunker. So no bunker for Gumiho. He gets a couple of SCV kills. Kills those Marines. Kills the Reaper. Big Daddy Cyclone about to pop. Is Gumiho going to try to dive on top of it? No. No, he's just going to leave. Cyclones, I feel like, have gotten better against Reapers, though, because they retarget so quickly. Although nothing will beat the super fast non-lock-on Cyclone. There's a period of time where the Cyclone just did like a buttload of DPS. And it didn't have the fancy lock-on ability. It was just like straight up damage. That Cyclone was great against Reapers. Gumiho into a very fast third CC, though. Beyond has not even started a third command center. So this is a huge economic lead for Gumiho as we head into the mid-game. He's also got Stim on the way already. It's kind of the benefit of the 2 racks opener. He's going to have those Marines out quicker. Beyond's going to try to do some harassment with the double Cyclone drop. I love how prevalent this has become. This is like the 4th or 5th game we've seen this in now. The double Cyclone harassment. It's a cute little strategy. And I feel like those Cyclones, as the game gets on, aren't as good as they once were. Gumiho is getting 2 more out, but I feel like that's just to try to help against stuff like this. But they won't be on in time to deal with this, so the Marine's going to have to come up and help. And in the meantime, these Cyclones are going to go ahead and get a couple of SCV kills. 3, 4... Nice pullback on the Reaper there. Keep that alive for a little while. And the Cyclones are about to pop. Beyond needs to get the hell out of here. The hell out of Dodge. I think Gumiho was planning the exact same Cyclone drop to the other side of the map. But Beyond gets some good kills. It's very important because his third CC is quite a bit later. So Gumiho is going to be able to build more SCVs, have more mules available. And Beyond dives back in here. Gets 3 more SCV kills, and then picks those Cyclones right on back up. And here's the Banshee again. Oh my god, Cloak. 5 seconds from completing, and the Banshee goes down. Much better defense there from Gumiho in this game. The Cyclones, though, going to drop down to the low ground, get a couple more kills. Just 1 more kill. Oh, the medevac, though. Stim is done. Oh, yeah, his medevac is big dead. Down it goes. Good kill from Gumiho. The Cyclones definitely paid for themselves. But overall, this is actually better for Gumiho, beyond losing the Banshee, which he researched Cloak for. And there's not a second one. That's a lot of money spent on a unit that did absolutely nothing. Did he? Okay, he canceled it. Actually, that's huge. The fact that he was able to cancel it before it finished, because it had like 4 seconds left. The Beyond very quick on that, gets the cancel, doesn't spend that money on it. This is still a lot of resources to be spent, though, for the damage he got done. However, Beyond's third base is up now as well. Neither player's fully taken theirs yet. Gumiho's is finally on location, but not mining. The missile turret here, going to push away the medevac. Gumiho, though, he's going for a push. Does he have tanks with this? He's bringing a tank. Not a high tank count here for Gumiho. Whereas Beyond is defending with 4 siege tanks. And I feel like Gumiho's just never going to be able to find damage against 4 tanks. That's too many tanks. Tanks are too good. Oh, this Marine, though. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Oh. Did he see it? I don't think he saw it. Oh, that is brutal. Gumiho with almost perfect vision, but these 2 medevacs just barely squeezed through. And Gumiho's rallying across the map, guys. He has nothing back at home. There's like 6 Marines here. This is a problem for Gumiho. His third base is about to get jumped on. Now he's positioned out here to try to do some damage to this third as well. So it's a little tit for tat. But I feel like Beyond's going to be happier with his tit for the tat of Gumiho. Can he get this base? Oh, no, he's going to gun down the Liberators. Tank is unsieged, but there's some Marines here as well. Gumiho pushes this away. Both the Liberators will fall, but both third bases will stay up. Beyond realizes he's being contained because I don't think he knew this. Still has the drop over on this side of the map. There's a missile turret in the mineral line, but it's not on the edge of the base, so Beyond's just going to be able to get in here and at least get some of these Marines out. It looks like they will almost all get out. Just that one left behind. Viking will land. The SCV's pulled the fight. Gumiho will clean this up. It's a little painful, though. That's a lot of worker kills. 10 workers going down. Gumiho, though, has his third up and running, so his eco is still in a solid spot, especially as he drops those mules. Viking here for Beyond, going to push away that medevac. I don't think Gumiho can stick around too long. Like, the longer he stays around, the worse this gets for him. But if he tries to leave, Beyond is just going to kill everything anyways. Gumiho stims forward on top of some of these tanks. As the triple drop comes in for Beyond to clear this, Gumiho realizes he needs to back the hell up. And Beyond will push that away. Gumiho has a lot of Marines right here, though, so Beyond needs to be a little bit careful. That being said, damn, Beyond has 1-1, and he's got 2-2 almost done. While the +1 armor of Gumiho is just now finishing. Beyond's going to be 2 full upgrades ahead for a while, because there is not a second eBay or an armory anywhere that I can see on this map for Gumiho. He's going to be stuck on 1-1 against 2-2 of Beyond. Beyond's pushing in here right now, though. Bit of an anti-timing. He doesn't have those upgrades just yet. He's eating some tank shots from the high ground that he really, really doesn't need to eat. But he's going to keep slowly pushing forward here. Oh, my God. Please, Beyond, stop running into these siege tanks. This is actually insane. Going to clear one more tank, though. His 2-2 is very nearly done. He's got that +1 attack coming up for the tanks as well. Gumiho maneuvering around to defend his third. The tank's not quite sieged up for Beyond yet. Gumiho going to try to jump on them on the high ground here. The low ground, though, for Beyond is still holding strong. He's going to have to go down and reinforce those tanks. More Marines showing up. Beyond is ahead in army supply right now. As he's pushing forward, he's going to try to jump on the tanks. His +2 armor is done. These Marines can tank a little bit extra damage. And I think Beyond's just going to be able to overrun. The SCV's coming off the line. Gumiho desperately trying to drop on these tanks to kill them, but he can't quite do it. And Beyond gets the 2-1 victory there over Gumiho. bit of a wild series that I actually felt like Gumio played really well in games 1 and 2, but game 3, that was all beyond all day. Gumio made some moves, but they just didn't get the same kind of damage done that Beyond was getting done. GG.